Hello students, let us discuss our topic nephron. So what is nephron? Nephron, that is the structural and functional unit of our kidney, means it is the cell which do the actual filtration of the blood, and finally the waste is removed from our blood. So what are the different component of nephron? Nephron has two component, renal corpuscle and the renal tubule. So renal corpuscles, it is also known as Malphizian body. So why we are calling it Malphizian body? Let us discuss. So there are millions of nephron are present in our kidney. In our kidney there are millions of nephrons because all these do the filtration and finally that urine that is collected. So first the renal corpuscles, or we can say the Malphizian body. So this renal corpuscles, it is divided into two parts. First is the Bowman capsule and second is glomerulus. So what is Bowman capsule? It is a cup-shaped structure and it is double layered. So cup-shaped structure and it is double layer like this. So it is the Bowman capsule. And this Bowman capsule carry the bunch of capillaries. It carry the bunch of capillaries arising from like this. There is the bunch of capillaries and these bunch of capillaries are glomerulus. From here the artery open into the glomerulus. So that artery that is known as efferent arteriole. So what is arteriole? I think you can understand. Arteriole means the further branching of the artery. We have done in the topic blood vessels and in the topic of limb. Suppose one artery is coming. So the further branching of this artery, that is arteriole. So that word is coming from that topic, arteriole. So efferent arteriole means that is taking the blood from our different parts. So then it is passing. So then it is known as efferent arteriole. And somewhere it is also written the renal arteriole or the renal artery. So renal word is related to our kidney. So I think you understood. First is the Bowman capsule and second is the glomerulus. So this cup-shaped structure, that is nothing but that is the Bowman capsule. And inside this Bowman capsule, bunch of capillaries, that is the glomerulus. And the artery entering into it, that is the efferent arteriole, and that is coming from it, that is the efferent arteriole. And here what happened? The filtration of the blood takes place and then finally it goes in the other part of the nephron. So first Bowman capsule and the glomerulus. So both these Bowman capsule and glomerulus together they are known as the Malphizian body. So here the renal corpuscles, or we can write Malphizian body. After that the tubular part. So the tubular part of the kidney or the nephron, that is the renal. Renal word is related to kidney. So renal tubule. And first part, that is the PCT. What is the full form of PCT? Proximal convoluted tubule. Means the tubule which is attached to this Bowman capsule. That is known as PCT. Suppose it is the Bowman capsule and this highly coiled structure, that is PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Then this PCT give rise to a hairpin-like structure, tube-like hairpin-like structure. That hairpin-like structure is, so here you can make like this. We are making the different parts of the nephron separately, and in our next video we will make the complete diagram of nephron. So PCT Then loop of Henle means like a loop, like a hairpin. So this hairpin loop, that is the loop of Henle. Firstly, it is coming downward, so here we can write descending loop of Henle, and if it is going in the upward direction, then we can write ascending loop of Henle. Like in case of large intestine, there are the different parts of large intestine, that cecum, colon and rectum. और colon में हम लिखते हैं ascending colon, descending colon, transverse colon. तो इसी तरह से आपको बताना है. If it is in the downward direction, then we can write descending loop of Henle. If it is in the upward direction, then it is known as the ascending loop of Henle. So it is the loop of Henle. Then the loop of Henle also connected to a highly coiled structure, and that highly coiled structure is nothing but that is the DCT. So you can understand here DCT, that loop of Henle, PCT. So that is DCT, distal convoluted tubule. Then this distal convoluted tubule open into a tube, and that tube is collecting duct. And this collecting duct collect the final urine of different nephrons. Means the single collecting duct that can collect. Suppose it is collecting the of this nephron also. Here it is collecting from other nephron. Here it is also collecting from other nephron. So these are the different parts. So what are the different parts of renal tubule? PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. Then loop of Henle, hairpin like structure, that is the loop of Henle. Loop of Henle, if it is going in downward direction, then descending loop of Henle. Upward direction, the ascending loop of Henle. Then the distal convoluted tubule, this highly coiled structure which is attached to the loop of Henle. Then this distal convoluted tubule open into a long tube, and that long tube is collecting duct. So these are the different parts of nephron. So nephron is divided into two main parts, the renal corpuscles and the renal tubule. So the renal corpuscles has two parts, the Bowman capsule and the glomerulus. Together they are known as Malphizian body. Then renal tubule, it gives rise to PCT, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct. So with the help of diagram also you can understand these are the different parts of nephron. So there are the some nephron. So there are the nephrons which are present in the kidney. So in the kidney there are the two regions, the outer region that is the cortex and the inner region that is the medulla. So there are the some nephron, in case of them they have the very short loop of Henle. Short loop of Henle, and their Bowman capsule, proximal convoluted tubule, that is present in the cortex region, and very short loop of Henle that extended into the medulla. So these nephron present in the cortex region only, so they are known as cortical nephron. Cortical nephron. But in case of other nephron, there is the very long loop of Henle, and this long loop of Henle extend into the medulla region also, and this type of nephron known as juxtamedullary nephron. So I think you understood two types of nephron. First is the cortical nephron, which are present in the cortex region. They have the very short loop of Henle, and very short loop of Henle is present in the medullary region. So they are known as the cortical nephron. and most of the nephrons are the cortical nephron. But in other case, the second, if they have the long loop of Henle and if that extend into the medullary part, then they are known as the juxtaglomerular apparatus. So that is about the structure of nephron.